Okay, boom. So I just wanted to do the addition or the part 2 of Splatoon game update. So what I didn't get to speak about was things like my chest plate and my armor and all these things. So we're gonna start with the head upwards. I don't have the helmet because I had to give it back to man like Airsoft Special Ops, because I had borrowed one of his helmets, but it was just a basic helmet. I will feature a picture in this video just so that you guys can see what the helmet looks like. After using it, I've decided that I'm gonna go for a helmet that maybe straps around my chin, or if it does strap around my throat, like over the end with like a, I don't know what you'd call it, like a clippy thing, similar to how my chest thing straps to my holster, if you want to call it that, or my chest holster, or sling, my sling. Similar to how it straps into that, it's like that. It's like a clip thing that you squeeze and you can release it basically. I would go for one that has adjustable string, because his helmet didn't have like an adjustable string, and most of the day it was like this underneath your neck, and you're just cutting through and getting on with it. We want to get good content and we want to get better airsoft, so we just cut through with it. But you obviously want to be more and more comfortable, because the more comfortable you are, the more focused you are in a game. So that was something I was thinking about for sure. Also, his helmet, I noticed that it cuts off. So it cuts off roughly about here and then goes round the head and air like that. So there'll be like this whole chunk here where people can shoot you, this whole forehead bit where people can shoot you. And I think for me, one thing, at one point I got shot in my forehead, and at one point I got shot there, and then at one point I got shot like there, which kind of just showed me I need a helmet that has like an air cover. And then I think even my next pair of goggles, or even the helmet that I get, I might be looking for something that drops a bit lower, say about here, just so that you guys can see, just because they wouldn't have been able to headshot me, it would have hit my glass. And my thing is, if you hit my glass, yes, a face shot, but I wouldn't have caught the bullet, if you get what I mean. I'm trying to find ways to not have to on purposely catch bullets if I don't have to, if that makes sense. Because someone will be like, yeah, I'll just catch it, so yeah, I'll show that I'm the man. But bro, I go to have fun. I don't go to hurt myself on purpose. If it happens, it happens. Do you get it? But I don't go there like, yeah, get a rush off it. Like, nah, bro. But yeah, so that was that. So that's helmets. I also saw something else online where, like, if you get a helmet that has a rail on the side, there's like a face mask that can connect into the helmet. So that was kind of intriguing. I'm just gonna see if the helmet, my helmet, when it comes, cause I ordered a new one. When it comes, if it offers me that option, because if it does, that would be bloody amazing. Like, real talk, that would be bloody amazing. What else? I'm just trying to think. So yeah, goggles. I think I will, one of my next purchases, because I haven't made a purchase on goggles since I bought these ones. I think what I would do over time is purchase another set, and I say this just because these are really good. They do the point, they put me in the zone, but I feel like on days, like for example that day, it was very like swamp like. It was okay, hopefully everything's in frame now, because the camera fell down, peoples. So we're gonna continue from what happened. But what was I saying now? What was I saying? I can't even remember now. But the long and short of what I was saying, oh yeah, goggles. So why does it look weird? It looks weird on my screen for some reason. But yeah, goggles, eye protection. I think what I would do is I probably would attempt to just buy another one. And I say this just because unless you have options, it's like my mags. The only reason why I can talk so much about mags and capacities and which one are reliable and which one feels better, car. For example, that one feels better in the hand. But for example, the WE mag, it doesn't have that big chunk at the bottom, and it fits the gun a bit more flush. So in terms of when you're in tight situations and you maybe have to like holster your gun faster, maybe your WE is the better option. However, like I said, reliability and overall capacity, for me, it will always be the Vosk, because it does its thing. So yeah, I'm gonna try and grab a couple more because I feel like only in doing that will I be able to understand what works for me. And I say this just because it was a swamp-like type day, so it was like raining, but it was humid. Like, it was just weird. It was a weird weather to play airsoft in, but it was endurance because we all went home muddy that day, which always makes for some damn good games. But yeah, man, what am I saying? So yeah, I want to try another one because my boy let me use one of his, and I noticed that his one didn't steam up half as much as mine. But the only thing I didn't like about it was his lenses were so dark. Like, after the second game of using it, I eventually got used to it. But preferably, I would want something that's maybe like this shade, if you get what I mean. It's not dark, because in light, for example, this basically is just a tint. It's a tinted kind of like grayish brown. But yeah, because I want to be able to see, but I kind of want something that just puts me in the zone, if that makes sense, as opposed to remove my vision. Because if I don't have vision, now I can't enjoy the game at all properly. So that's another thing. But again, I think I probably spent like £20 on this. So I probably have to buy a bit higher, maybe like £30, £35, £40-ish. But I will try that and get back to you guys. Helmets, I just spoke about that. Face covering, do you know what, I'm so happy with that face covering. I think the only thing I would say about my face covering is where it's the and I think I spoke about this in the first feedback video, where it's metal. So where this midsection that covers your mouth is metal, it's like after like 10 minutes of breathing through it, in and out, the metal gets condensated. So if you don't have, like, say, a face mask on or something of that format, like a balaclava or bally or something, it's like you're likely to lips the metal and feel that moist, humid metal, basically. That was the one thing that threw me off. Like, every 20 minutes or something, my lips would touch and I'd be like, oh damn, that's wet. And obviously it's not a nice feeling. It's your condensation in it, so there's nothing nasty about it, but at the same time it's not the most comforting thing on a rainy day. Do you get it? It was kind of like a reminding shock every 20-30 minutes. But I think for me, because it's so safe, like, there's a couple times bullets came and doof and I didn't feel a thing. I didn't even flinch. So I think for me, safety over everything. I think over time I would probably test another one that isn't ribbed like that, maybe like another made out of something that's just like full plastic or something, just so I can give feedback and compare the two. But for me, it forever wins, just because it's safe. Like, it does its job. Like, it's actually safe. Like, I've never had it on and caught a bullet anywhere. Or tell a lie, there was one time one of my teammates dry fired right in front of me, and the pellet reflected off the floor and pinged up at my neck. But that's because he dry fired right in front of me. So do you get it? It pinged off the floor and literally shot up. Do you get what I'm saying? Whereas if you're in a combat with somebody wouldn't be able to do that unless they shoot at the floor right in front of you. So, and even then, there's no guarantee. The guys from the Airsoft group, boys, can't lie, thought I had a great time. No, good as long as, okay, yeah, they're talking about a game that they were going to tomorrow. But yeah, so that was that. Like, for me, I would say face mask, just try and see what you're happy with. For me, I don't mind the condensation thing, and like I said, if you wear a bally, half the time it doesn't happen, because I believe what's happening is your belly's hitting the metal, and because it's not heavily wet, you know, it's just a little bit wet, so it's like your lips notices it, because you might not be drinking water or whatever during the game, so these things are expected. But yeah, man, for some reason my hay fever's playing up, man. I'm not sure if summer's coming too early, but I know my nose is going, guys. If you have hay fever, I'm sure you know my hassles. What else? My chest protection, I showed you guys in a video the other day. I believe by the time you see this, that one would have dropped quite some time now, so please do look for this channel and have a look. To to be honest, there's not much changes I want to make. I think the next thing that I would probably do is create like another loadout version. So I'd have another chest plate protection, which is maybe just like a semi-pro one, because that's a basic one, and I've just added things to it to make it mine basically and work for me. Whereas with the next one, I probably, like I said, would go for something more pro or semi-pro type thing, a bit more thicker, a bit more weight around the arms, a bit more protection, and something that maybe cuts a bit lower, so that more of my stomach type area is covered. Because sometimes you can be like aiming over something and somebody could probably aim and shoot you in your side just where the protection isn't quite covering all of that area. So that's something to keep in mind. But again, it just depends where you play, how you play, and where you mind getting hit or not. Me, like I said, if I don't need to get hit, I don't want to, but at the same time, I get it. I'm playing Airsoft, so I really don't mind. I have quite a balanced approach on it. What else? Camos, like you can see, I'm in some new gear. So over time, you probably I know I'll post the pictures over time as well, so you guys will get to see me in different camos, different gear. I like doing custom, so I'm gonna try another custom now that I've got the measurements and the locations of where the logos are and stuff. I'm gonna try and get them a bit more better, and yeah, I think that was the key things. Like, I just wish I didn't lose the cam. So yeah, man, like I said, Firefly, if you guys are watching this video, send me one, please. Send me two if you can. But because then I could even strap onto my pistol, and that would be really cool to have, like, say, a Firefly right underneath here. Like, anywhere I go, it's with me. That would be really, really cool. So yeah, so boom, until we next meet, guys. Like, I did want to do an attachment video, but I think I would just separate it and you guys will see, because I want to talk GoPros and action cams with you guys. So yeah, until we next meet, from ASO, it's set ASSO. Follow, like, share, subscribe.